Time. She's spilling the tea.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, as y'all know, Lyor Cohen was on The Breakfast Club yesterday, and one of the questions was about whether you would choose talent over issues. Here's what happened.
She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to, I can't give up on people.
You don't think that's hypocritical, though? You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Well, Dame Dash
Who's
did.
Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him.
Well, Dame Dash did apparently hear this clip, and they do know each other. And he said, "Thanks for this, Lyor Cohen, for proving my point in true culture vulture form. They make money off us and then try to erase our true history and act like the real ones never existed. Not going to happen, bro. I benched you for the culture. Enjoy your desk job at YouTube. You're going down in history for who you really are. I made sure of that. Tuma, how do you even work with this clown? Look how he disrespects your brother. Stay tuned, Culture Vulture's book, and y'all see he's unapologetic. He pays his bills at the expense of us. Big question is, why can't he sell any rock music? Why can't he eat with his own culture? Stop fronting on my people like you mean something. Your own culture laughs at you."
I mean, that's a good debate because we do give artists creative leniency when it comes to what they talk about in their music.
And they should have.
Whether it's drug use or drug selling or violence or whatever. But it's just different when you hear an executive say, you know, like an executive can let an artist be an artist, but it just hits them wrong to say, well, you know, I know they're doing something wrong, but I got to eat. You know what I'm saying?
I think he said he got people to feed. I think he's talking about the whole entire company. Like, there's employees there.
Yeah.
So they're signing people that are artists that people are buying, and the consumer is buying this music.
And then executives have to let artists be artists, right? Like
They do.
You
They
gotta-
absolutely
But he
have
said
to.
he does talk to them about it.
He says he
to let
does.
them know. So,
But I still don't know the definition of culture vulture. That's what I
you
need
can
to
get Damon Dash's Culture Vulture
Go
book.
buy Dame Dash's book, Culture Vulture. Drop on the clues bombs for Dame Dash. Okay.
At one point, they were very tight, so it's interesting.
Dame made them a lot of money. They made a lot of money together.
Yeah, they
made a
both
lot
made
of
each
money
other a lot
together.
of money.
They made a lot of money together.
All right, Demi Lovato is leaving the hospital this week. She's doing a lot better. The plan is for her to get out of the hospital, but now she has to figure out, is she going to go to rehab or what? So they said she stabilized from her overdose. It was so bad she was in danger of dying, and they want her to go to rehab. Her team wants her to, but it's ultimately up to her. So one person who works with her told TMZ that they will quit if she doesn't check herself in.
They tried to tell me to go to rehab, and I said no. Why that song was so fire? But isn't it problematic in hindsight?
Listen, Lyor would have signed that.
Lyor definitely would have signed that.
That's a
record.
dope song.
Absolutely.
All right, now, Demi Lovato had been struggling with her sobriety for years, and they're saying that she just never wanted to be a role model. Her sobriety over the last 6 years was a fight every single day.
What the hell you got being a role model got to do with it? We don't want you to be a crackhead or a meth addict or a heroin addict, whatever the hell she on.
Yeah,
Role
I guess
model,
she
forget
felt like
role model.
she didn't want people watching her and having eyes on her all the time.
Man, so you want to be a pillhead?
Difficult. I mean, it's an addiction, and it's hard for her to fight it. Every single day, she was fighting it.
Yeah,
So
don't worry about being a role model. Worry about being
It's
sober.
not an easy thing, as we know, for people to try to kick that habit. That's why it's an addiction. All right, now let's talk about YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy. I went to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and did an interview with him. We talked for a really long time, for hours. It was supposed to be media training. We filmed it. It was a lot of people around. We did have some alone time as we drove from Baton Rouge to New Orleans. But the part that you'll see is when we were outside in his neighborhood. Now, here's what he had to say about going to anger management.
My mind's stuck in this place. So like, I don't know how to react to certain but I'm learning though.
Right.
I be going to anger management class and all this.
What do you be doing in anger management class? Like, what are the kind of things that they tell you?
Nothing, they be asking me or make me mad and stuff. I just be talking about that. I got a certificate though. I completed that class. I got to complete domestic violence now.
All right, so he's working on himself. And actually, when we were in the car, he talked to me a lot about what he learned in anger management and not to let people have power over you to make you angry.
I respect it. I respect it, man. You know, I respect anybody that can recognize that they're damaged and they're going to do the work on themselves.
Right, so he's growing from a lot of things. And then he talks about his dad. I actually met his mom while I was there. He talks about her as well, so you should watch the whole interview. But here's what he had to say about his dad.
My dad in jail. I
Right.
talk to my daddy every day. He just be wanting money and though. But I'll be on some like, I don't know. I still call him daddy though to make him feel like somebody. But I ain't seen that dude since I was 4 years old. So I send him money just feel like he got somebody there because I know how it is when you're in jail. I
What-
barely know him though.
You ever go visit?
Never. If they ain't putting me in jail, I ain't stepping in no jail.
But you still feel that responsibility.
Yeah.
All I hear is damage. Okay.
No, it's a lot. I
Yes,
mean, his
definitely a
grandmother
lot.
was the one raising him. She passed away. We were actually at his grandfather's house. He wasn't living with his mom. And he talks about why when you watch the interview. But yeah, a lot
Listen,
going on.
I'm damaged, so damage recognizes damage. But as long as you're going to do the work to repair the damage, you'll be fine. And it sounds like he's trying to do the work.
Right. I know a lot of people on the outside looking in would be like, oh, you sat down with young boy NBA. But he really was great to talk to. I can see a lot of work that he's been doing. And, you know, I just hope everybody goes and checks out this interview and keeps an open mind. But shout out to young boy.
All right.
All right. I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.